Hello, hello, hello. We are on worksheet 3-1. This is for Algebra 1, Part 1, where we learn about all kinds of equation solving. So in our first question here, it says describe the differences between the graph of -6 is less than or equal to 6, to x, and x is less than or equal to -4, and the inequality that is that our or inequality, x is less than or equal to -6, or x is greater than or equal to -4. So let's go ahead and graph these ideas. Okay, that might help in our explaining of it. So in this first condition, I have an and compound inequality, and it's basically telling me I have to fulfill both of those things. X has to be greater than a -6, and it has to be less than or equal to a -4. So let's go ahead and put our numbers on: -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So x has to be in between -6, greater than -6, but we have to stop brick wall at -4. Okay, has to be those values in between, and it also has the little line underneath it, so it's equal to. But look, we're less than 4 and we're greater than 6. This is an and. Now an or shows two completely different conditions. Our x is less than or equal to -6, and our x is greater than, oh, sorry, I put the -4 on the wrong side. It doesn't go over there. It's smaller than. It's all the values greater than a -4. So this one, our two conditions go two different ways, and what we're left with is actually what it can't be. That's what's easier to kind of describe, is that it can't be -5. It can't be -5.5 or -5.25. It can't be those numbers. Okay? Very good, very good. So now let's translate some inequalities. All numbers just means it can be any type of number, fraction, decimal, as long as it's not imaginary. Okay, and they have to be less than 6 and greater than 2. So we have an and compound. It tells us we have an and. So I know that means x is in the middle, and we're talking about its range of what it can be. It has to be numbers that are less than 6. So x needs to be less than 6. See, looking from the x's point of view, it's less than, and it needs to be greater than 2. Now, you could have also said, hey, that looks sloppy to me, and it does. So we should start for our lowest number and go to our highest, just as long as you get your signs right. X has to be greater than 2, and it has to be less than, oh, and I put greater than, has to be less than 6. Okay, all real numbers that are less than or equal to 8 or greater than 12. I have an or probability. That means two different x relationships, two different x things, ranges. Okay, so the first one is that all numbers that are less than or equal to 8. So x is everything less than on its side, or equal to 8. And over here, or greater than, x is greater than 12. All right, we have two more on this worksheet. This worksheet's going by quick. All right. All real numbers that are greater than or equal to -1.5 and less than 9.2. This is an and compound, so I know x is in the middle, and I'm looking at one range of numbers. All real numbers that are greater than or equal to, x is on the greater than side, -1.5, and less than 9.2, x is on the less than side. All real numbers that are greater than or equal to -7.5 or less than or equal to a negative 10. I'm talking about two different ranges. X can be whatever I'm going to put here, and X can be whatever I'm going to put here. So on the first one, X is greater than or equal to a negative 7.5, or it is less than or equal to a negative 10. Those are the two possibilities. Okay, so if you have another worksheet you need to watch, maybe solving these, go ahead and do so, and I'll see you guys in the next video or in class. Bye.